So here we are at our camp at Bryce. It is the start of day 2. And here's our setup. Here's our trailer. And here's our camp. There's our griddle over there. And we have a little fire pit if we want it. We don't usually have fires. It's cold here. It was almost freezing last night. We have a good furnace in our trailer, so that makes it nice. And guess what is right here? Ta-da! This is our clam. And honestly, we popped it up in about 5 minutes, and then it took another 15 minutes to steak it down. And we have the steaks on the inside as usual, but we have added these little stakes from the handle down to the stakes right there. And I think it's going to be much more sturdy, much more windproof. And these spikes that we are using, the stakes, are 12 inches long. And so, as you can see, we have our zero gravity chairs set up in here for a nice breezy location, free from the bugs. So we're thrilled about that part. So we're going to take a bike ride a little bit later. And Jim and I are just, oh, here comes Jim out of the trailer. Hi, Jim. Say hello.
Hi, how you doing?
We were talking things over just a few minutes ago, and we are both so exhausted from our regular lives that even though we have our four-wheelers with us, we're certainly not going to go today, and we may not go at all. We may just ride our bikes and stick around camp and enjoy camp and the beautiful scenery that is all around us. As you can see, we are in the trees. There's a little bit of a lake right over there, and all these great big tall pine trees, which makes it very nice. So we will take you on whatever adventures we decide to go on as time goes on. Hi, Jim.
Hi, how you doing?
So, shall we go biking or go for a drive or something?
Later.
Yeah, me too. I'm just very comfortable. My feet are all propped up and we're inside the screen house, and I just might take a little nap. I even have my shoes off. Okay, just checking. Okay, so it is mid-morning. And we're just going to take a little walk around our campground, kind of show you a little bit. It's so very pleasant here. And it is very easy to get trailer envy here because of all of these marvelous setups that people have. But we're very happy with ours. Here's the back of our trailer. We can drop the ramp halfway down and create a little deck. And then we can raise up the black shades there, and it's covered with screen so we can look out and have a nice breeze come through. It's still a little cool to do that though. Here's our four-wheelers right here. Jim is having trouble with his leg, and so it happens every once in a while. So I'm just going to walk around the campground. Jim, bless his heart, is having a hard time with his leg. He's going to go back inside and sit down. So this is late season, and so there are a lot of empty slots, which makes it nice. And one of the things that you will notice here is that a lot of these folks have the same great big old machines that we ran into at our disastrous camp, and yet the clientele here is much different, much more respectful, and of course there are camp rules as well. But we're right up here in the trees, makes it so nice. And great big trailers, diesel pushers. We don't ever want one of those. Fifth wheels. Folks on bikes. So this Fusion right here is a fifth wheel. Several years ago, Jim and I really wanted a Fusion, but they were too expensive for us. You see some of the rigs that are here. We're trying out a new sound system. I'm wearing a new little mic right here with a wind blocker. I refuse to call it a dead cat. It's supposed to be an excellent brand, so we'll see how this works. So I think you get the feel for our campground. One thing I really like about this campground is that the slots are far enough apart from each other that you don't feel like you're right on top of your neighbors. And they each have a fire pit and a table, and then a nice little stand of grass. So our neighbor here has just started up one of his machines. So here we are home again. Well, it is late afternoon on our last day, and we are out here getting ready to put down the clam. This has not been the trip that we planned, but it is the trip that we have enjoyed immensely. We've been able to rest and relax and just put the cares of the world aside, so it has been really good. So we will be collapsing the clam tonight and getting a few things ready to go, and then in the morning we'll pack up the trailer and head home. So this was not the adventure that we had hoped to show you, but it has been wonderful for us. So I hope that you get some enjoyment out of it, and we will see you out there on the trails sometime.